What's going on, lads? It's Billy the Kid here, and I hope you're having a great day. Now, today's commentary is going to be on a subject that I've wanted to talk about before, but just couldn't find the time or the real need to do of this particular subject. But very recently, after playing some rounds of Air Superiority on Battlefield 3, the first time I've actually played the DLC Air Superiority, well, not DLC, but I suppose the game mode Air Superiority on PC, and of the upcoming release, of course, of Battlefield 4 and the jets that are going to be in it, I've decided to do this commentary on this subject, and the subject, of course, is based on the title. Flying with a joystick, or in my case, a PS3 controller, flying with that on the PC, is it an advantage or is it actually a disadvantage? For those of you who may or may not know, I fly in Battlefield 3 on the PC with a PS3 controller because I have for many years played a lot of flight simulator games. Well, not flight simulator games like Lock On, Flaming Cliffs, and I had a joystick for that game. And when I transferred onto Battlefield 3 on PC and I just tried to fly with the mouse and keyboard, it was just so alien to me. Even though like playing with PC and keyboard was alien enough, but flying with it was just completely too much for me, and I just decided, you know what, I just cannot fly with a mouse and keyboard. So I plugged in my DualShock PS3 controller, and I use a program called bear with me here, let me just try and, what's the name of it? Motion Joy, I think it is. Yeah, Motion Joy gamepad, which turns on the drivers basically for the PS3 controller. I know you can plug in an Xbox 360 controller, I believe, and it'll work fine on the PC. It's not the same with the PS3 controller, and ever since I started flying in Battlefield 3 on the PC, it's much more easier. I, of course, played Battlefield 3 on the console, obviously with the controller because you have to, because it's PS3. But I have noticed that recently in a few games of friends and with just complete randoms, that it's much more easier for me, obviously, to fly with a controller, but also that I can maybe outmaneuver potential enemies because they're flying with a mouse and keyboard. And so today I just wanted to ask both you lads of your opinion on this subject. Do you think it's an advantage or a disadvantage flying with a controller or joystick, whichever one you want to use, on the PC when in terms of jets, both on Battlefield 3 and any other airplane flying game that you can think of? Like I also fly with the controller on War Thunder, which I have recently finally managed to get back working, so you might be seeing some more War Thunder footage, or I should say content, from me in the near future. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, that's one thing I wanted to ask you lads today. Do you think it's an advantage or do you think it's a disadvantage? Because I have like I said, I have noticed that I am able to outmaneuver enemies in other jets. Now I obviously can't tell if they're flying with a mouse and keyboard or with a controller and joystick of their own. Like I said, you can plug in the Xbox controller that is compatible with PC. You can I think you can get joysticks working, I'm not too sure, for Battlefield 3 on PC, or maybe they're just using a PS3 controller like myself. But it's it's a subject that I wanted to talk about before, but I just couldn't really find the real purpose of talking about it. But very recently, like playing against my friends, they've said, "Oh, how did you outmaneuver me?" And I said, "Oh, I'm playing with a controller." Oh, that's why. The only advantage, obviously, is because I'm much more familiar with the controller. I'm much more comfortable with it. I have played with the controller on the PC in terms of flying before, and so I've mapped out the buttons exactly the same on the PS3. So it's just a very easy transition for me. However, the biggest disadvantage I see is I'm not using the mouse and keyboard. That is the biggest disadvantage I can only see, because although it's completely alien to me and I just cannot fly with the mouse and keyboard, that is still a disadvantage because I'm not improving my skill with the mouse and keyboard. I don't play Battlefield 3 with a controller on PC. God no. I have myself a Rat 5 gaming mouse. I may or may not have said that before. It's a really great gaming mouse. If you are into PC gaming and you want to get a good gaming mouse, get yourself a Rat 5 or a Rat 7. Rat 7s are a little bit more expensive. And I am, really getting better. Every time I play Battlefield, my reaction time is much more better. My accuracy is getting better every time. But in terms of flying jets, it's just completely alien to me. I just cannot find myself trying to learn. I just keep going back to the PS3 controller because I'm just that comfortable with it. And so that pretty much wraps up my commentary and my thoughts on this subject for today, lads. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts on this subject, because when BF4 comes out for PC, I will be doing the exact same thing for PC. I will be flying with my PS3 controller because that's just how I am much more comfortable with it. I'm much more easy to fly with a PS3 controller. So like I said, lads, leave your comments in the comment section below of your thoughts on this subject, and please rate the video, please leave a like if you enjoy it, and thanks again for watching, lads. This is Billy the Kid. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again, lads, and thanks again for watching.
Let the games begin.